Yo,
Goose
yo, yo,
bigger
yo.
Alpha step, Omega step, Kappa step, Sigma step.
How y'all doing out
Yankees
there?
rock, Pimps gon' talk. Oh, heck, you
No,
know
that boy is raw. Yo, 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 what's going on? Make sure that you like, subscribe, and share. Omega Classic Records is the page and the name. Omega None Rhymes Greater. We're preparing for a couple of things, so just sit tight. I'll be back with you in a quicker than the tick in a New York minute. All right. All right.
Crossfaded, 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 crossfaded. Bad they never made it. Bad so now they hating. They bad for how they played it. I'm just trying to make it, trying to hold my placement. Thanking God for the graces, watching for changing faces. Crossfaded, this is special occasion. Subjects hotter than Cajun. Andouille or Mason. Crossfaded, I'm just a
Yo.
Shout out to Dory
Yo,
Dawn,
yo,
my
yo,
brain
yo,
is
yo,
just
yo,
beyond.
yo.
Crossfaded,
Yo, yo.
crossfaded,
We had a little trouble
crossfaded, crossfaded,
with a couple of things
crossfaded,
due to the storm that we had. So
crossfaded,
thank y'all for tuning in. This is a little later than usual. We try to get rolling by about 7:30. So, but thanks for tuning in nonetheless. Please make sure that you like, subscribe, and share. Omega Classic Records is the page and the name. Omega, none rhymes greater. Soon you shall see. All right. So tonight, man. Tonight, man, we got a heck of a subject on our hands, dude. So I hope we got a lot of rap fans, a lot of folks that are rappers or working in music. I hope we got people on both sides of the fence. People that are in the business side or executive side. I'm hoping that, you know, an array of people that handle music tune in. But yeah, if nothing else, I'm hoping that everybody is interested and prepared for this conversation because this is a heck of a subject right here. After I got to digging around and understanding things, and I'm like, wow, this is a pretty prominent subject. So yeah, man. Other than that, how y'all doing tonight? Please excuse me, man. I'm looking for something in particular right now.
Well, you ready?
You ready?
Let's start the show.
Let's start the show.
Crossfaded, 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 crossfaded.
I'm struggling.
Crossfaded, crossfaded. Bad they never made it. Bad so now they hating. They bad for how they played it.
Yo.
Just trying to make it, trying to hold my placement. Thanking God for the graces, watching for changing faces. Crossfaded, this is special occasion. Subjects hotter than Cajun, Adulaide and Mason. Crossfaded, I'm just a duck in the pond. Shout out to Dorian, my reign has just begun. I be crossfaded, 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 crossfaded.
I'm gonna let a couple more people fall in real quick while I figure out a little something. Stick around, I'll be right back with you guys. This is Crossfaded.
Start the show. Crossfaded, 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 crossfaded. Bad they never made it. Bad so now they hating. They bad for how they played it. I'm just trying to make it, trying to hold my placement. Thanking God for the graces, watching for changing faces. Crossfaded, this is special occasion. Subjects hotter than Cajun, Adulaide and Mason. Crossfaded, I'm just a duck in the pond. Shout out to Dorian, my reign has just begun. I be crossfaded, 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 crossfaded,
Yo, what's going on with you, man? This is Crossfaded. Please make sure that you like, subscribe, and share. Omega Classic Records is the page and the name. Omega, nothing rhymes greater. Thank you for tuning in. So, is it ever a point in time when you are too old to rap? Is it ever a point in time when you are too old to participate in music? Well, we're going to talk about that tonight. We're going to talk about why people feel that way. We're going to talk about why that kind of perspective really exists only in hip hop. You never hear that in rock and roll. You never hear that in R&B. Our R&B singers often, you didn't know how old R&B singers were. You never were privy to R&B singers' age. You know, you didn't know how old Gerald Levert was. You know, you just knew he was a man. And when he came across like his marketing and his message, like he was a man talking to women. You know, he was a man helping other men reach their women, you know, with ideas and songs, and with songs in particular. So Um, why is it like that in hip hop? Why is it? That's a very, very big, big question. So, um, we're going to talk about that, and we're going to get some opinions on that. Um, and I'm going to tell you what I have seen record executives say. I had a particular video, a particular record executive, but um, there's a block on it. So, and it was a really good video, but it's owned by Universal, so I wasn't able to rip it and make it my own file so that I could take and have it on here for you guys to see. But I had a conversation on tape with Leor Cohen. If you don't know who Leor Cohen is, Leor Cohen is the man who um, signed DMX. He's responsible for, man, Jay Z being the president of Def Jam for the period of time he was. He has some dealings to do with that. He's responsible for a lot of the successes inside of Def Jam, and he gave a pretty forward opinion about it. I wish I could play you the video so you could see it yourself and judge for yourself, but I'll just kind of, when it's time, briefly state what his, and I'll say opinion. Most people would say what Leor Cohen would say is fact. I'm going to say his opinion because at the end of the day, Leor Cohen is a record executive that's just a suit. He's a guy behind a desk. So um, he may have a lot of uh, control inside of the process. He may have a lot of opportunities that he can grant artists, but again, he's just a suit behind the desk. So, but yeah. Why is that with rap? Why is it that there's an age parameter, or there's an age ethic? Um, is it truly a young man's game? I don't know. Is that the case? Why is that the case? If that's the case, so yeah, we're gonna talk about that. Um, and then we got some super great hip hop news that I just heard as well that I can't wait to share with you. So we got a couple of things we're going to be talking about. Updates though for the giveaway. We did reach uh, our minimum goal, so applause for that. That was awesome. We did reach our minimum goal, and our minimum goal was um 20 people. Yep. And we are like 25. I believe we're at 25, 26 people. So that's great. So um Monday we are going up. Monday, all of this is going. Monday it's going down. So Monday is the day, and I'm looking forward to giving this stuff away. I'm looking forward to you guys' pictures of receiving the stuff. I need pictures of you guys receiving these things. I need pictures of kids putting them on and wearing them. A kid getting ready to school, that getting ready to go to school, that would just, man, that would just melt my heart. But um, even if we can just get pictures of everybody receiving things, and we definitely need that from you. So when you get your shoes, you get your clothes, make sure that you send us that picture because it's important to us. It's important to have that in our photography catalog, and it's important to share with people. Still got a few people. Um, I seen somebody send a not a message, but a comment under one of the posts about the giveaway, and was saying, "What's the catch? Like, is this real? And is this isn't a scam?" So still got people that are on my friends list, that's to Facebook, and people that are following my page, that's to Instagram. And I can understand the Instagram people a little more. My Instagram page is pretty. It's grown to a pretty decent crowd, probably somewhere around 10,000 uh, followers of some sort like that, a little over 10,000. So Instagram is a place where um, people are coming from everywhere. Um, People are uh, they're not warm crowd people. They didn't go to school with you. They don't know you. They're strangers. They coming from all over the world. So Instagram is, you know, comprised of most of that kind of crowd. So I can kind of understand that. But like I was telling a friend of mine the other night, said, "Man, it's a giveaway that speaks for it all." You know, like it's being given away. So, but I'm very proud of you guys for the help that you brought into the giveaway, for the people that you brought, and I'm ready to reward you guys and the kids. You know, um, I'm ready to clear my table, and I'm ready to see some kids looking fresh. So, yeah, man, kudos to that. Let me get an applause for that. Yeah. Let me know if you guys can hear those claps. We still been kind of having some trouble with sound here and there, but it's not going to be a problem too much longer. So um, I'm going to just jump in, man. One of the best pieces of news that I've heard probably in the last few years, um, dealing with hip hop, is we got Nas getting ready to release a new album. Now, Nas has been releasing new albums lately. He's been releasing albums with Hit Boy and other. I think really only Hit Boy, which is a producer that's gained quite a bit of popularity. Um, but Nas is not only releasing an album. Okay, so if you're a Nas fan and you've kept up with him over the years, Nas had an album that was held on the shelf sometime around, I'll say like maybe uh, probably 97. If I feel like it's probably 1997 is the production of this album. So it was held. And if you know Nas's catalog, he's got the first album. Uh, I can't think of the name of it. And then the second album is I Am. And then the third album, it doesn't drop, and it goes like right into a fourth album that people really just assumed was the third album. But the third album actually tied together the first and the second album. Um, so like I was saying, the first album, damn, I hate that I can't think of the name of it right now. I'm getting ready to see that. Um, I think the first album is yeah, that's right, Illmatic. And then the second album is I Am, and then it goes into Nostradamus, I believe, which is the third. So they skipped over this album, and I'm gonna actually show you the artwork. This is the artwork for that album, and it's I Am the autobiography. So if you remember, and if you're a Nas fan, you remember I Am. He had the entire face, you know, like this on the album where he was an Egyptian king. But on this album, they've used like half the face, and uh, and it's I Am the autobiography. So, but they did not contort or mess up any of the music, not mess it up, but change it from its original form that he put it in back in 97. So we're getting ready to get an album that was written, produced, and recorded back in 97, 97, 98, whatever year that is, that it was meant to be dropped. And it's getting ready to drop, like, I think the end of this month. So this is some crazy news. Like, we're getting ready to get some 97 fresh hip hop, and it's from one of the greatest MCs in the game, and it's dropping like within the next few weeks. So Nas is reportedly preparing to officially release his long lost concept album. Record Store Dave recently posted a special update about their upcoming RSD Black Friday event. Among their inventory, Nas's original concept album for his I Am, the autobiography LP, uh, which will be released by a company called Legacy Recordings. Nas decided to shelve the concept for his double disc album in 99. So it was not 98, but 99, after 13 tracks from the original LP leaked online nearly 2 months before it was supposed to drop. Instead, he reconfigured the track list and split the record into two separate albums, I Am and Nostradamus, which both dropped that same year. The storyline for I Am, the autobiography, followed Nas from his birth on the first disc intro track, Fetus, to his death on the outro, Undying Love. His soul was resurrected on the second disc intro, Afterlife. The original album reportedly contained collaborations with the late DMX, Scarface, Mobb Deep, and more. It's supposed to serve as the follow-up to Nas's Illmatic and It Was Written albums. So stop. You're getting ready to get a DMX verse that you've never heard. You're getting ready to get a Mobb Deep song that you've never heard. Keep in mind, Prodigy has passed. God bless the dead. Prodigy, one half of Mobb Deep, now only remaining Havoc. So you got Prodigy, a verse from him. You got a verse from DMX. You got, this is about to be crazy, crazy, like fresh 90s hip hop dropping in the late 2000s. Man, I ain't never seen nothing like this happen. Um, this is something that the game absolutely needs. I'm extremely excited about this. It's like if Jay-Z had an album that he wrote, in the 90s, and didn't get to drop it. Like, how it would be much more ruckus made about it, because Jay is um extremely we'll say mainstream. But make no mistake, Nas may not be as mainstream, but he is just as powerful, if not more powerful of an MC. And absolutely standing next to Jay in the greatest categories. In some circumstances, Nas is considered even greater. And it took me years to understand that. And I do now. Absolutely. So we're absolutely being just sideswiped with probably one of the greatest album situations to happen in music, at least in a few decades, like in hip hop and music abroad. So this is crazy. I'm excited about it. I can't wait to hear it. Man, Nas has always been Nas. He's always been dope, deep, an intellectual, a wordsmith. If I could say the least. But man, to get some 90s hip hop coming out like now, this is the kind of shit that can save the game and turn the game around. So from a lot of the dull and redundant, ignorant rap that you hear on the top tens, pushing the momentum back into the intellectual backpack, wordsmithing, um, uh, lyricist format of rap. I'm ready for it. Like, I am hyped. So yeah, man. Long Lost album. I Am the Autobiography, dude. Coming soon. This is insane. It's just crazy. Crazy. Yeah, man. Um, so I'm gonna step over to the comments real quick. Oh wow, I didn't know all these messages was popping off. Um, Shout out to Mike Kleist. How you doing, Pop? Miss Nora Blades, how you doing? Lisa Montgomery, Pat Montgomery. The Montgomerys are in the building. C. Rosdell, what's going on? C. Rosdell, our street team correspondent out there in Florida. My brother, my big brother, like no other. Yeah, and Lizzo, the world renowned Lizzo of Honeybees Designs. Everybody's up in the building. I appreciate y'all for showing up. Shout out. Thank y'all for coming out, man. So yeah, that's a tremendous piece of news right there. For you rappers and you lyricists, make sure you stick with us, because we also have a definition of the day at the end of the show. All right. Once again, the contest or the giveaway is still open. We are cutting off the signups on Sunday at 11:59 p.m. So people can still sign up. We have met our minimum quota, but again, if you have friends, family members, children that you've forgotten about, yes, have them sign up, because Monday it's going down to the ground. And I got a special gift for the folks who don't win. I still managed. I said, man, I'm gonna get a cool little gift for the folks that don't, get that the wheel doesn't, choose you, because I'm not choosing anybody. I'm just spinning the wheel, and you guys are all spokes on the wheel and getting chosen by the means of the wheel. But I said, if we, when we will, because we have, more people than gifts. When we have some people left over, I said, man, we're gonna go ahead and have a couple of extra little gifts, man, to give folks. So I got these special gifts for those who didn't get the chance to get anything. So everybody, pretty close to everybody's gonna walk away with something. So yeah, man, I just wanted that. I like to see everybody win. All right. So stick around. We'll be back here in a second with my man and a million grand, Mr. J Murphy. Also, ladies and gentlemen, we still do have our Jordan 11 raffle. Now, this is a raffle, so this right here costs about $15 to participate in, but you get a pair of Jordan 11 size 7Ys, brand new cool grays. All right. So if you want to sign up for that raffle, inbox me. You can hit me up directly. That you got to hit me up directly so I can tell you how to submit your funds and get you in line. We still have raffle tickets for sale. We have a couple of submissions, but we're gonna make sure we start getting some more eyes on that raffle commercial and that raffle content, so we can get somebody this dope pair of Jordan 11s. All right, stick around. We'll be right back in a hot, quick minute. Yo. How would you like to get a pair of Jordan 11 cool grays for $15? Yes, I'm dead serious. That's right. Get these Jordan 11 cool grays size 7Y for only $15. Dead serious, $15. There's 4 steps to win them. First, go to your YouTube page. Make sure that you subscribe to Omega Classic Records. Go to Cash App, pay your $15 fee at that handle right there. Comment done under this post and tune in to the next episode of Crossfaded. Right there, pay your Cash App fee. You see it right there, Kicks Casserole 33. If you do not watch the episode of Crossfaded, you will not be able to win if you're not present. There's only 25 slots available, so make sure that you get your slots. Stop. I know you're thinking this shoe isn't my size. I don't have anyone to gift it to. It's too small. It's too big. That's okay, because guess what? You're getting $230 some odd worth of return on your investment for $15. Keep that in mind. This shoe is also an investment. Also, you get a cool cross-faded t-shirt and another special gift that I haven't mentioned yet. This is crazy. $15. Have you ever bought some Jordans for this cheap, especially 11s?
Nigga hungry.
Open your eyes.
Rappers, producers, hip-hop entertainers, hit up CWK Promotions for any of your management needs. Promotions, booking, studio sessions, feature help, models for your music videos, and much more. Hit up Chris Kleiss with CWK Promotions. Booking from 15 to 30% cheaper. Models, $50 to $500 for your videos. Promotions of any kind. Studio sessions ranging from $35 to $175. And features from $10,000 to $250K. Hit up CWK Promotions now.
A slow roller, but Martinez doesn't run well. Jeter up with it. Starts spreading the news. New York, New York.
Yes, sir.
Yo, what's up, cross-faded fans? Every all the cross-faded fans, put your hands in the air.
Yeah.
Let me know you out there. What's up, Omega?
Hey, man, I'm doing all right. It's good to see you.
I'm back, and I got my uniform on. I came to impress. You know? Yeah, got the hat and this shirt on. You can't beat that.
No, not at all.
Well, y'all, but we're getting into our sports, you know. We've football. This is our fourth week. It opens tonight. We have the Bears playing tonight. They're playing the Washington Commanders, two of the worst teams in football. At least the Bears is. So it's really not a good game tonight. Thursday night games aren't usually good games because they're on Amazon Prime, and Amazon Prime doesn't do the broadcast any service because it sounds like, you know, you're not on the field. It sounds far back on the radio, and the quality is not good. So I could imagine what the picture looks like.
Yeah,
you know, but we're going into week. This starts week 5. Today starts week 5, so everybody's looking forward to that big game this weekend. Sunday night football.
Who?
Your Dallas Cowboys.
Oh yeah.
And your
San Francisco 49ers.
Yeah. This is where the boys going to put the big boy pants on.
Cowboys.
And I see if there's going to be a Cowboy left after this game because this is a crew. Milwaukee, he's playing with the big boy in Milwaukee, and that's going to be a team. And no, who's he going? And the other one is the guy in the NBA that's going to Boston. Boston picked up 2 players, Porzingis, and they picked up Drew Holiday. Drew Holiday, yeah.
Okay.
Drew Holiday will be. They're looking like the best team in the East right now. We don't know what's going on in the West, but keep your eye on Boston in the East. You know, if you're a NASCAR fan, the cars are still going around in circles. They're in their playoffs. They're about to come to an end. NASCAR usually ends up end of October, beginning November, they're winding down. So before you know it, it's going to be Thanksgiving. We'll have that triple play of football, those 3 games. But next thing you know it, because time is clicking on pretty quickly here. It's already, the 5th.
Yeah.
Today's already the 5th. But next thing you know. But you said you heard something about Mike Tyson.
Yeah, man. So Mike Tyson is gonna be fighting the heavyweight champion of the world in an exhibition. Is it Deontay Wilder?
Oh,
I think that's it. Deontay Wilder.
Is this celebrity or is this?
Nah, he's heavyweight champion of the world.
Oh, he'll get in the ring with the champ.
With the heavyweight champion of the world, Mike Tyson said that originally he said he wanted $500 million. And then they said, "Nah, we'll give you 620,000." So, but
that's a big drop.
Yeah, tremendous. Mike probably trying to catch up on some old bills and some old,
He had money to it. He ran through it.
Mm-hmm.
He had money through it. He ran through it.
It's all right. He's still getting money. Still able to get out here, and he got a podcast.
He's got a podcast. Still got his TV shows. I don't know if he's still doing his TV shows on Spike TV.
What TV show was that?
Oh, Mike he had some kind of variety show. It wasn't a variety show. It was, I think it was an animated show. It was an animation.
The Mike Tyson Mysteries.
Yeah.
I forgot about that, man. Yeah.
So the Mike Tyson Mysteries. I don't know if I got to mention that we heard that Usher is definitely going to headline the Super Bowl this year.
Oh yeah. I forgot about that. Man, kudos to Usher, man.
Usher coming out. He brings some friends with him. He didn't say who he was bringing, but keep your ear out to see who Usher is going to add. Who's going to be on stage with him. He said it's going to be tastefully done. No road functions. I don't know. Is Usher really still relevant? Do you think?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
He hasn't hit in how long? What's up?
It's been a while, like a new hit, but I mean he's had residency in Las Vegas. Here probably over the last few months, and he's always doing shows. Usher's got so many hits that just carry him.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Hopefully, he's talking about drop one before the Super Bowl comes. And everybody knows when you work for the Super Bowl, you got to pay the Super Bowl. You got to pay the NFL to do the Super Bowl. They don't pay you.
Yeah.
Or you get a cut out of the concert. If you go touring.
Hold on. So they not. You don't get paid to perform.
No.
You pay the Super Bowl to perform.
They figure they give you the world's biggest platform. You got so many millions and millions of people watch it. And the NFL's doing you a favor by hyping you up.
So how do they pick who to ask to?
That's a good question. They try to find out who's hot, who's relevant. Now, somebody like Taylor Swift, she would never do the Super Bowl. She would have to because she got more money than God. So she would need to the NFL because her concerts are shown in the movie theaters.
Yeah,
she's making money hand over fist like that. So she'd probably be the one you would never see because she's way more relevant than Usher right now. She's the world's biggest entertainer. I mean, globally known.
Mm-hmm.
So what would she need with more exposure?
Right.
Yeah. But look, keeping the air out and see who Usher's going to put together, and it promises to be a great show because that's Mr. Entertainment right there. Before it was Luther, and then when Luther passed on, it became Usher, Mr. Entertainment.
Okay.
What's on the show?
Okay.
And guess what? That's sports, such as it is.
Yeah, man, that's sports.
We're in the cold gym of October, things are watered down, things are heated up. The only primal sport number one is football, and baseball playing all, and that's really all we got.
Yeah. I see Corey chiming in. He said Mike Tyson is doing extremely well. He owns a cannabis growing field.
Yeah, that's right.
And he also says the Cowgirls are going to get smashed.
Go, Corey, go. See, Corey knows what we're talking about. The Cowboys are coming up against supreme talent. They're not ready. And plus, they lost a guy. They lost one of their guys. A couple of guys. The Cowboys.
Who we lose?
Tuttle. I know people in cross-faded land know he was a tight end or a wide receiver. One of the two. Yeah, big guy. He was integral to their offense too.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, the Cowgirls might have to get taken to the back of the woodshed and get spanked a little bit. I don't know.
I ain't hearing that.
Yeah, I ain't hearing that.
Yeah.
Plus, we get back. We got our quarterback back with Anthony Richardson, and we're supposed to be getting Jonathan Taylor back. We don't know when he's gonna play.
Yeah.
The running back is coming back.
Okay.
So we're gonna be thunder and lightning again with Anthony Richardson running the ball in an RPO and Jonathan Taylor running over them like he used to. We might be back.
But the one dude though,
fill in Zach Moss.
Nah, the quarterback. You talking about the Colts, right?
Yeah.
The quarterback, he hurt though, right?
He's back.
Okay.
He's in the practice, but yeah, he did his protocol and stuff. He's back. He played. He played on Sunday.
All right.
We lost, but he played on Sunday.
All right.
Yeah, but we were there though. We were there. We were in it to win it. We were down 14-23-0. Came back and made a real contest, and we were just going up against the Rams and Matthew Stafford, who happens to still be good at his own age, and he beat us.
Yeah.
But we were in it to win it though.
In it to win it.
Yeah, good close game. It wasn't a blowout like I thought it was gonna be.
Yeah. Anything else in sports we missing? Trying to think.
No, I don't think that's it.
Okay. All right.
The buffet is kind of light this week.
Oh my goodness, Corey says Mike Tyson makes $500,000 a month. Wow, what is he making $500K doing, Corey? Is it the podcast? And I'd like to know what's the biggest assets that are
probably the kind of cannabis.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, he did just say a cannabis growing field. Okay. Yeah.
He got TV appearances and stuff. The only bad thing about Mike is everybody wants to challenge Mike. I remember he was on a plane and one guy punched him.
Yeah.
And want Mike to break him in half.
You always got an asshole, man, around the corner.
Yeah.
Why would you want to poke a bear like Mike Tyson?
Right.
Why would you do that?
He bit a guy's ear off. Go on.
Yeah. and people think, because he's older now. Listen, boxing conditioning is different. Okay, and I know that for a fact. I know that from experience. My father being who he was to the boxing trade, and growing up and watching professional boxers train themselves. Our boxers were doing everything from not just the regular stuff that boxers do. Like I know when you guys have probably seen boxers working out, you're seeing them on heavy bags, you're seeing them on speed bags, jumping ropes, shadow boxing. My father had boys outside beating a big tractor wheel with a sledgehammer. My father had guys outside chopping wood.
They were doing the Miyagi effect.
Yeah. His best heavyweights, that's what their routine consisted of. And he had dudes, he had dudes, what was one of his other things that he made dudes do, man?
Paint your fence. Like
what's that?
Paint the fence. That was
paint the fence. Yeah.
Karate Kid.
Yeah, he was on some master sensei shit with his boxers. That conditioning is just different, man, and it's because the sport is a one-man sport. It's more mental, but it's a one-man sport. There's nobody to pass the ball to.
Right.
It's all on you, and if you lose, a lot of times it could mean your life. So a lot of boxers come into the ring with this animal instinct because it's a sport where you could end up dead.
Right.
So, but yeah, that conditioning is different. And just because Mike Tyson got a couple grays, don't get your ass knocked out. You know what I'm saying? Because he still hit like a Mack truck. I'm willing to bet.
Right, and he knows how to hit. He
knows how to hit you.
He'll put some head like this. Always says on the outside.
Yeah.
We always be like as a kid, we used to make that stuff. You put your thumb in. Once you
go, you gonna break that thing.
Break that thing right off.
Woo.
Learn that early. Don't do that. That's why I always had to roll quarters.
Oh wow.
I'm gonna hit you. I'm gonna make some change out there.
A roll of quarters in your hand?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
That's
That's crazy.
That's the way the boys live in New York. I'm gonna knock you out, and it's gonna make some sense.
I ain't never heard of nothing like that before.
Oh yeah.
Oh my God.
But when you couldn't get brass knuckles, you had a
Roll of quarters. Damn. I'd like to try that and hit somebody with a roll just to see what it would be. Yeah. Damn.
Well, you don't expect it. It is a high opener.
Oh my
You
God.
crack once like that, it make you want to go somewhere and sit your butt down for a minute.
I seen one time we were at a boxing show. It was man, I was a little kid, so it was like long time ago. It was a professional fight, and they caught one boxing coach and a fighter. He didn't make it to the ring, but I remember he had water in his gloves. Yeah, so I got to see.
Give it more weight.
Yeah, but as a kid, I didn't know what that meant and why he got in trouble.
Right.
And my pops had told me, you know,
That's cheating.
he said it make your hands like cement. I said, damn. So yeah.
Hey, cheating never will. If you ain't cheating, you're trying. You ain't trying. You're cheating.
That's crazy.
That's it.
Crazy.
But we had to do that, but just to be able to live and survive the streets of New York, but
Yeah.
always walked around with a roll of quarters in your pocket.
Damn.
Always. The boys that can sneak up on you, and you know.
Yeah, that's crazy. So yeah, y'all. That's our sport.
That's our sports.
You know what I'm saying?
We're enjoying that game tonight. And good luck. Anybody knows what the score is? You can let us know. When last time I looked at it, it was 10-0 Chicago. So we have some real sport fans out there that's got the podcast. So I got the game on, and on the visual side, we're watching the boys run plays.
Yeah, tell us what the score is, you guys. If anybody's watching the game.
It's on Amazon Prime. If you ain't got it, that's the only way you're gonna find it on Thursday night on Amazon Prime.
How is that playing out with the whole Amazon Prime situation? Like,
it's boosted up subscriptions and stuff. And the first 30 days is free.
but I would figure that would have cut back on viewership because everybody can't afford that, man.
Well, that's why they give you the first 30 days for free. See if you can afford it. If you get public assistance or anything like that, you get it. I get it for like half price. So you get it.
Damn, because of public assistance.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah. So I get deliveries for free, and I get Amazon Prime for free. And,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Because I have a little food stamp card, little snap card. And that's the one-time snap. I actually, for coming with the food. Best thing in Snap every day was how we cut my Amazon bill in half. Yeah.
Corey Rostel says Michael Jai White hits the hardest. Really?
Michael Jai White.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Michael Jai White is an actor, but he's also a martial artist. And he played a couple of roles in some Madea movies. I think why did I get married, or one of them Why Did I Get Married movies or something like that. Two of them.
Did go to jail.
No, it's just the Why Did I Get Married series. The three. Yeah.
Not a fan. I've never could sit down and watch.
Not really me neither. I mean, the movies was cool.
Yeah,
but I'm really not no.
Good to see her get a black person on screen. So somebody like me on there, okay, ain't that funny, but I'll move on. Good for him. Good for him. He made it.
He says it's against the law for him to fight anyone. He's on that martial arts level. That boy is bad, man. Hey, it's a movie called Bone. Hey, Corey, you ever seen Bone? Let me know if you seen Bone and you know what I'm talking about.
Bone.
Hey, man, he fought Bob Sanders in there. Bob Sanders is like a 7 foot tall, 7 foot. He's like man, Shaq size, and Shaq. Yeah, and Bob Sanders used to do a lot of cage fighting. I think mixed martial arts or cage fighting? Yeah. And man, he's just a mountain, and the way he breaks him down in the movie was just phenomenal, man. Phenomenal.
Wow.
Yeah, Michael Jai White, man. So
Oh.
that's what's up. My man Bone.
Mm.
Somebody hollered out in the crowd on one scene, that nigga Bone is the truth. Hey, broke my soul when I heard that, man. Woo! Good move. I'm gonna have to watch that with you, man.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You can find that out there. I never heard of it.
Yeah. Bone, boy. But yeah, man, that's what's up, man. And that's the sports,
That's
man,
our
right
sports
now.
for this week.
Yes, sir. Thank y'all.
Thank
You know
you.
what I'm saying? Appreciate y'all help.
Yes, we get it. Well,
Yeah. So, I wanted to give this definition of the day right here.
Definition
Definition of the day.
day.
And what is that definition? All right, that definition of the day.
I thought it was water.
Oh no, that's how it is going into the next. It's like water.
Yeah. It flows. I got it.
Yeah. That definition of the day is key man clause. Key man clause. So what is key man clause? And
it sounds like something I get the Chinese restaurant with movie night. I had some key man clause and some egg roll.
Oh shit. Fu Manchu.
Fu Manchu. Thank you.
Yeah, shit. Well, the key man clause is a section of a contract that gives a party the ability to terminate a contract if a particular person or key man no longer works for the other party. So a key man clause is something that's very important. It's something that I know artists have no idea what it is in general because they have continued to sign contracts based on relationships with individuals they came into the record labels with, and then when those individuals leave, because that just happens with the evolution of a label, and it also happens just like in any other job market. The person that you came into the company with or that brought you into the company may get hired somewhere else or may get fired, and then that leaves you there as a person that is still employed, but you don't have the reinforcement or the individual in your corner there any longer that can back you up, that can aid and assist you, that can kind of help you bob and weave through the system of whatever you're working in. That is an explanation across the board for all kinds of industries, but in specifics to music, I've seen that happen. For instance, Young Bleed's situation. Young Bleed is an artist from the No Limit Records machine. He's also somebody that I have toured with and that I have worked with over the years. He would end up doing a deal with Priority Records as a distribution on the conjunction of No Limit doing the production with Beats by the Pound. So you had Master P doing the beats in-house with No Limit, and then you had Priority Records distributing the Young Bleed album. At the time that Young Bleed is on Priority Records, so is Jay-Z, so is Ice Cube, and a various roster of other artists. And then Priority Records falls, it plummets. I believe it's bankruptcy, or no, not this label. That's another label. I believe it was a buyout. So they get bought out, and then a lot of the executives that were in the building left the building, and one of them was an individual that Bleed had gotten a great rapport with and that had started his career with in that building, and it left Bleed in a position where no one in the building had interest in his next project. Part of that is because of sales from his previous project, but also a big part of that is because of that individual that he came into the building with not being around to lobby for his interest as an artist. So it was kind of like he was not. He was worse than when he started. Worse than being an unknown. He's at a square one in a building with people who have no sway or no necessarily any motivation to get him released on his second project. His sales weren't astronomical. He did gold on his album. His song done platinum, but it done platinum on another album. It was a Master P album. It didn't do platinum on his own album. So the label did not choose to go into a third project with Bleed. And his second project he done with the label, but they did not choose to allow production from Beats by the Pound. He was left with strange producers that he had to just scrape together the second album, in turn not giving the best effort. And a lot of that is because he wasn't protected by that key man clause. If he had the key man clause where the individual that he had worked with originally coming into the label had left or been alleviated from the business, then he could have left as well. He would have had the clause in there that would have said, you know, hey, he's gone, I'm gone. Kind of like how Jordan was when he said, Phil Jackson leaving, I'm gone. You know what I mean? So in basketball, I don't know the legalities and the terminologies for that, but that's what that is. And I've seen artists suffer from that because they get brought into a big label house and they think things are going to take off, and they don't get as popular in album one or maybe even the sophomore effort. It may take them a little longer to reach a certain level of popularity. Then boom, one of their aces, you know, grade A people that they trusted is gone. And now they're just like floating in an abyss of record executives and stopping at different offices begging for somebody to take them off the shelf. Please put my album out, please. And the record labels is like, we don't want to put the budget behind it. We don't want to put, you know, this behind it. We have to sit down and restructure the numbers because you only sold this last album. You didn't break this. You didn't do that. You didn't. So, and then next thing you know, a guy ends up never getting put out. Then he gets a letter of getting released from the label, or he gets shelved eternally. There's guys that have been shelved for years where their music has just been sitting on the shelf and they're not allowed to release it or utilize their own name.
Case in point, Nas.
Well, Nas's situation was a little different, but similar. Oh, I'm tripping on. I have my phone on. I'm sorry about that, y'all. Similar, but a little different because I thought he was shelved on that album, and I thought Nas switched because he had a motivation issue where he began to kind of demotivate. A lot of people say it was after working with Bad Boy on that "You Can Hate Me Now" song, and then he kind of had like a decline. But no, it sounds like this album was by choice on why it hadn't, or it was by default because it got leaked.
Right.
Yep.
Right.
So, but yeah, man. Shoot, a lot of people been in this predicament though, man. A lot of people that you heard one hit from and never heard from again. Yeah, they could have fell under the key man, or they just didn't have the sales. Shoot, man. I want to say NWA was like that after Easy dies, because Easy dies, and then you got Yella and MC Ren kind of still stuck and floating. And Eazy-E's contracts I heard were extremely bad.
Yeah.
And after his death, his wife, is it Tamika White or Tamika Wright? She was even worse.
Oh.
So, and I look at Yella and Ren and how nothing really came to surface after his death. So they probably didn't have that key man clause, because Easy dies and I'm in NWA. I'm dipping. I'm gone. I'm not dealing with your wife, bruh.
Yeah.
Like, and your wife, and then a thieving, Jewish man. I forgot his name. But I'm not dealing with either one of them motherfuckers, and you gone.
Yeah.
So key man clause, you guys, keep that in mind when it is your time to do a deal, and you want to deal with the record label and you got an individual at the label that's an A&R or some kind of executive that believes in you and believes in what you're doing, yep, a suit. Protect yourself. And this is one of the tools of how you can. Keyman clause. So keep that in mind. Document that. Yes, sir. Sir. All right, y'all. Give us a couple of minutes. We'll be right back after these short messages from our good friends at Kicks Casserole.
I'ma stay fresh with Kicks Casserole. Cop the latest with Kicks Casserole. Nothing less than Kicks Casserole. I'm at my best with Kicks Casserole. I'ma stay fresh with Kicks Casserole. Cop the latest with Kicks Casserole. Nothing less than Kicks Casserole. I'm at my best with Kicks Casserole. Look, nigga, I'm dumb fly. Every time the sun rise, murder classrooms with my fresh since junior high. Fucking up the cafeteria, Columbia 11 highs. Chicks cutting hella eyes while I move with a smooth stride. North Carolina from head to toe, freshest that you know, and that remains from then on into tomorrow. So I'ma stay getting figures, macking bitches, getting bigger, and fresh from head to toe with Kicks Casserole. Anytime I step up in this bitch, I'ma turn up. Got one foot up in this club, I'ma turn up. All I do is shut it down, I'ma turn up. With your baby mama now, I'ma turn up. Turn up, turn up. Bitch, I'm gon' turn up. Turn up, turn up. Bitch, I'm gon' turn up. Turn up, turn up. Bitch, I'm gon' turn up. Turn up, turn up. Bitch, I'm gon' turn up.
All right, y'all. We are back, and I want to play a game, and I'm seeing if everybody is ready for this game.
Uh-oh.
Now, how you're gonna win this game? By the way, this is our first time running this game, and it is Omega's Hip Hop Trivia.
Uh-oh.
Okay. All right. So, how you win this game is the first individual to put a message in the comments with the right answer wins a prize. All right. So that's how we're going to run this. Now, again, the first individual to leave a comment in the comments wins this prize. And I'm going to ship this prize out to you tomorrow. This is perfect because, you know, you got all the back to school stuff going on, you know, and somebody, you know, may get this prize tonight that may not win nothing Monday. That'll be great. You know, that's a win-win. But either way, we're playing a game, and this is Omega's Hip Hop Trivia. One more time.
Omega's Hip Hop Trivia.
Bring another voice. Omega's.
Yeah. Omega's Hip Hop Trivia?
What?
Omega's Hip Hop Trivia, baby.
So yeah, Omega's Hip Hop Trivia. Get ready to answer. All right. So, what is the question? Okay, let's get the question.
To be or not to be? Is that the question?
Is that the question I ask of thee? Yeah. What does that come? Is that Shakespeare?
Shakespeare.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a movie coming out where a dude named Francis Bacon. There's, you know who that is?
Yes.
So is that real?
They're saying that he was the creator of all the Shakespeare stories and stuff. And you know, I don't know. That's the rumor that because Shakespeare wasn't he didn't have the knowledge, and that's what they're saying. They said Bacon gave it all to Shakespeare.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll see.
All right, y'all ready? Okay. Okay.
Drum roll for the
okay.
question.
Trying to help y'all out by giving y'all, a question that ain't gonna break your back. You know what I'm saying? I want you to be able to, Okay. Um. Well, y'all ain't ready for these questions. Well, these questions is gonna hurt y'all neck. It's gonna let you. It's gonna see where your hip hop knowledge is.
Yeah.
All right.
What category you fall in? Are you just a observer? Are you hardcore? Are you just an innocent bystander?
Absolutely. All right. So, is everybody ready and listening? All right. I want to make sure everybody's ready. Everybody's listening. All right. So, here's the question.
Lisa Montgomery. Oh.
Yeah, she's in here somewhere.
Yeah.
Hey, shit. All right. And if you guys struggle with it, then, I'll pull another question. But I want to see how you guys do with it. And whoever sends in the comment first with the right answer wins a prize. All right. Now, Run DMC. Hopefully, you know who Run DMC is. Is one of the earliest and most influential hip hop groups that was founded by Joseph Simmons, Daryl McDaniels, and Jason Mizell in Queens, New York. Is that true or false? Again, Run DMC. All right. Run DMC is one of the earliest and most influential hip hop groups that was founded by Joseph Simmons, Daryl McDaniels, and Jason Mizell in Queens, New York. Is that true or is that false? Let me know now.
See if any comments coming through.
We have no comments coming through yet.
You already broke their necks out the gate. Out the gate.
Where's my hip hop fans at?
Where's the hip hoppers at? Was that against those rappers?
We have an answer.
We have an answer.
We have one answer.
One answer.
All right.
Yeah.
Folks are. I think folks might be a little gaffled with that, man. Run DMC, and I can't stop you, from running to your phone. I mean, really, I guess it's a matter of timing. If you get in, get the question answered first. You gotta hit your phone, man.
Oh,
we got
man.
one answer.
Like an open book test right here.
It is. We got one answer. Is that all we got? We got two answers. We got two answers.
Can I get a third? Can I get a third?
We got any other answers?
Lisa Montgomery.
We got an answer from a Montgomery.
Oh.
Okay. So once again, and I'll bring that music down so we can hear it. Once again, Run DMC is one of the earliest and most influential hip hop groups that was founded by Joseph Simmons, Daryl McDaniels, and Jason Mizell in Queens, New York. Is that true or false? We got two answers that are true. That is correct. All right. Those two people are correct. That's Pat Montgomery and Steve Rosdell. Now, the first one comes in with Pat Montgomery.
Go, Pat, go.
So, Pat Montgomery, not only is it true, but you win. You were 1 minute before C. Rosdell, and you guys were the only two to answer the question. So it looks like the question probably stifled some folks, or they were struggling trying to figure it out. That's all good. We're going to have more questions, more prizes, and all of that. But tonight, Pat Montgomery, you win, my brother. Congratulations. All right.
But I always thought DJ Ron and Ron DMC that Russell Simmons and the other guy founded it, but they found both of the guys together. I didn't know that. I thought it was a technical thing, but
what?
Like you said, I thought Daryl McDaniel and that's DMC and Ronnie Mac. That was the group, right? The two guys, Daryl and Jay. Those were the boys. That was Ron DMC. And Russell Simmons and the other guy were the producers that founded them, right?
Well, Russell, but his brother was a rapper in there. What's the other Simmons brother? Yeah, he was a rapper, and originally, Joseph Simmons. That's Russell Simmons' brother. Originally, they were not how we know them today.
No.
They were rebranded by Russell. Russell made them, the outfits he wanted them to wear, the black with the and the Adidas and the Dob hats like they wore. Originally, they was wearing street gears and hoodies and jeans and stuff, blue jeans.
Yeah.
I seen an early picture of them. So yeah, yep.
So what did Pat Montgomery win?
Pat Montgomery, what does he win?
What did he win?
Drum roll. Pat, you win.
Lisa Montgomery.
He said, I don't want her. Pat, you win a pocket pharmacy. This is a pocket pharmacy.
Pocket
pharmacy. Yes. And we're going to put this in front of our other camera so you can kind of see what that thing looks like. This is that's my fault. I'm knocking stuff over. Pocket pharmacy. I'm sorry, it's kind of hard to see. I don't have a good picture of it by itself.
A pocket. So what does it do? It's got Band-Aids.
So what a pocket pharmacy is, opening it up right here. It's a little contraption, and it's in this plastic baggie, and it comes. It holds all your pills, and it comes with these labels so that you can have all your pills in an assigned compartment. These labels, you have medicines from Pepto-Bismol, Dayquil, Tums, Gas-X, Halls, Rolaids, Claritin, etc. Tylenol, Benadryl. So you already got the labels because there's these little labels that you can put on each little window inside of the pocket pharmacy. So Pat, if you don't know what it is, look up pocket pharmacy and you'll see what one looks like. Because you got one coming to you, brother. When you get the chance, go ahead and text me your address, Pat. Because I never got that package from you. You probably hadn't sent it out yet. I would have kept your address if so. But text me your address so that I can get this out to you tomorrow. But you want a pocket pharmacy?
All right, Pat.
Yes.
Big Pat.
Courtesy of Honeybees Designs.
Honeybee.
I love them. They do great work, fantastic work. So yes. Make sure you send me your address tonight. This is going out in the morning for my man Pat. In the morning. Pocket Pharmacy right there. Pat Montgomery, the winner. Let's see. See, Rosdell says I was cooking. He only won because I was cooking. Yeah. What was the movie they were in with LL Cool J and the Fat Boys? That was
Crush Groovin'.
Crush Groovin'. Yep. Crush Groovin'.
Curtis Blow. Ron DMC.
Lisa, what's her name? The Prince.
Prince.
What's her Lisa? It ain't Lisa.
No, the one that played the timbales. You talking about?
Yeah.
What's her name?
Yep.
Sheila
E.
Yeah.
So cold crushing it. Yeah. Sheila E. Yep. Crush Groovin', man. Crush Groovin'.
Curtis Blow.
Body moving. Groovin'. Yeah, I love that song. It kind of had like this offset in the beat.
Yeah, boom. Like a couple of breaks in it.
Yep.
When I get back, I gotta dig that up and hear that. That's an old memory. That's a classic right there.
Yeah. C. Rosal says it was based on the life of Run DMC, Curtis Blow, and the Fat Boy. Wow.
Yes, it was. All the heavy hitters.
Yeah. All right.
Curtis Blow.
Congratulations from the owner of Honeybees herself, telling Tell my man Pat, congratulations.
All right, Honey Bird.
Yeah. Pat Montgomery says, yeah, need yours too. I'll get your package out as well.
Yeah.
Okay, no problem, brother.
Right,
Text me.
They're swapping packages out here.
Yeah, Pat is sending in a ghost pepper seasoning that we're gonna be using on some wings on a special crossfaded episode where we're testing out some hot wings and seeing if you can take them, because I might not be eating them with you, but
You gonna make me?
I'll eat them with you. I'll eat them with you.
You gotta bring Honey Bee. I bet you Honey Bee production probably likes hot wings.
Yeah.
She don't eat beef, but she might like her hot wings.
Yeah, she like flats. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, congrats, Pat, man. Absolutely. Corey said, I got that movie on VHS and DVD. Damn.
He went way back.
Crush Groovin over there. What you cooking over there, big bro? Tell them what you cooking, man.
Yeah.
When you get back.
I'm gonna have to get on the bus and roll out there real quick.
Man.
I came for the food.
Man, we gotta get out there and get some food.
We don't have B Right at the house tonight. B Right ain't in the house.
B Right and A Dog are currently not here right now.
Correspondence.
We started a little late. We started an hour late, and that was my fault. I had some issues with internet. So sorry about that.
I thought we fixed that.
I think it was the storm.
Yeah.
The
rain,
I think so. It was something that I didn't have nothing to do.
Beyond your control.
Yeah.
Situations beyond my control.
Yeah. So yeah, man. But yeah, man. So
I know we don't get shout outs, but yesterday was my grandson's birthday. He's 16.
Shout out to Quentin, man.
It's between 16, you know. He went to this thing called the Sandbox. I don't know if you ever heard of this, where you go in and you fight aliens, and it costs $50 for per person for half an hour.
In the Sandbox?
Yeah, well, it's a virtual sandbox. And you got this virtual thing, and you're just like everything is 3D, and you're in the world. And his mom took him for his birthday. He had a grand old time. He killed about 165 zombies. Yeah.
No, I never. Where's this at?
I don't know. I gotta ask him, but it's a virtual reality thing. If you're into that,
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But happy birthday, happy belated, Quentin.
Happy belated to you, little Quentin, man.
16. I want to see you 16, 30, 40 more.
Yeah.
Chances are, hopefully, he's taking the next step in the man's life. He's in high school now, and turned 16. Next thing you know, he's starting to get a little job, a little work after school, start making his own money.
What is he, a freshman now?
No, yeah, freshman. Yep. So he just got to get the paperwork from his counselor. And he'll go right on up in there.
That's good, man. Yeah, congrats to him. Happy birthday,
happy
man.
Belated. Do we have a big dummy of the week this week?
We do not.
Oh,
you missed the big dummy Monday. What's today?
Today's Thursday.
Yeah, it was Monday. Was it Monday, y'all? Yeah, because I had the short show for collecting names and collecting so I went on and did a couple of stories, and we had a big dummy last week. Guy was named Dansur.
Yeah.
Dansur. He's a Mexican rapper, young Mexican rapper in his early 20s. And he had went and got gold chains surgically implanted into his head.
Oh my goodness.
So he had like dreads, but they was all different kinds of gold chains, and they implanted them by these hooks in his scalp. And he was bragging about how ain't no other rapper never done nothing like that before.
Okay.
So he was our big dummy last week.
Like
yeah. He was enough dummy to last for a little while. Yeah.
He took it to the next level. Huh?
Yeah, it's pretty bad, man.
Well, you got that guy. You got the guy that supposedly put his blood in every album or every sneaker.
That guy. Lil Nas X. Yeah.
So everybody's out there they're always trying to out gimmick one another. What that is.
Yeah, gimmicks, man. That's what these guys are about. Gimmicks, man.
Gimmicks.
Yeah. Also, and thank you, Corey, for bringing it up. for any family members or friends that are on the line, and I consider all of you guys friends. And Jerome, I'm bringing him on this too. Uh, we we just released that we are having a family and friends cruise in 2024. 2024. And if you want information on coming with us, please come with us. We uh we may be able to do an episode of Crossfaded out there somewhere. The cruise is going to the Bahamas. It's going to I want to say it's about 3 destinations: Dominican Republic, the Bahamas, and it's going to it's another place too. It's like a 7-day 3-stop cruise. So yeah, so yeah, we're putting we've got it basically put together. I'm going to be releasing a flyer and also making a group for people to join into this group, and you'll be on a Facebook group where you're getting routine information frequently. The first payment for the cruise is due this December. So
how much are we talking?
that first payment is like $100 to hold your spot. So but that first payment for the cruise is $100, and I'm getting probably going to be more than likely a balcony room. And it's like 900 a person, but I'm sure interior rooms are a lot less, at least $300 less. I'm guessing, usually, because I've been on a Carnival cruise before. Those interior rooms are around about $500, maybe $600 per person. So like if you do go, brother, it's and Turks and Caicos. We go to Turks and Caicos, the Bahamas, and the Dominican Republic. Yep. So shoot, you go, I can team you up with probably Be Right, you know what I'm saying? Something like that, you know what I'm saying? Or if Miss Karen ends up wanting to go too, then you got your partner, you know what I mean? But yeah, I'd love for you to go, and we want all the family and friends we can muster. We've done this before and it was fantastic. We were on the cruise last time we done this, and Corey done it. We were on the cruise with probably shit, Corey, how many was in our group that time, man? It felt like we had like 50 people. It was crazy, man. It was like it was a huge. We
had a turnout.
Boy, we brought the pain on that one, boy. And it was an unforgettable cruise.
How was the food? Food was good. The boat,
food was good. I didn't have no troubles. Food was good. The destinations was good. Shoot, man. Man. Prices can change until you book it.
Right.
All right. Prices can change until you book it. And the sooner that you can reserve it, the better. I'll get the information out. Everybody is welcome. I'd like to welcome everybody here on the podcast, friends, family, and I'm going to be bringing this up frequently in the episodes to come so that we can bring awareness and get more folks to come on out, man, and take a ride with us on the ocean, man, on the sea. You know, I wish I could pay for everybody and say, come on, let's roll, and I got you, but I'm sure that time is going to come sooner than you think.
Yeah.
Watch me. But for now, you have to pay your own way, but you get food that's free. You get
room and board.
You get room and board. You probably have a drink allotment. I'm sure sometimes, if you've never been on a cruise, sometimes they'll bundle in a drink package with your card, or not your card, but your ticket.
Or you can BYOB.
Yeah, hey, I ain't gonna lie. When we went to last time we went on a cruise, where did we go? We was at I think it was Bahamas. And a lot of folks, man, brought liquor back with them from the Bahamas destination. They had Hennessy White in Bahamas, and we don't sell that here. in Indianapolis. So I don't think we sell that in the
In
country.
the country, no.
And I brought some Hennessy White back with me.
Was it good?
Yeah, it was good.
The Hennessy White.
Shit looked like champagne. It was
Uh,
crazy.
uh,
It was crazy.
and it was cheap. It was cheap out there in the Bahamas.
Cost about what a fifth would have cost here,
Oh, okay.
type of situation.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's on one of the newest cruise ships, if not the newest cruise ship, the Mardi Gras, the Carnival Mardi Gras ship. So it's their newest cruise ship, 2024. Join me. I hope my brother Jerome comes too.
A 3-hour tour.
Yeah. Join me on some Gilligan's Islands type of shit.
Gilligan's Island.
We're gonna have a good time. If I can figure out how to get this signed, I'm gonna get it. But if not, I'm gonna bring a sign so that we can have a broadcast from straight from the sea. So we're gonna see if we can work that out and what channels need to be created or put in place for that to work out. So, but yeah, man, absolutely.
Sounds like a plan.
Yeah, man. Yeah. All right. September 21st, 2024.
September, okay.
September 21st, 2024. So you got all the way to next September to get paid up and to get, get your spot.
Get the spot,
get
your stuff together.
Yeah. All right.
Where do we leave from? Because I know we're not by water here.
No, we would be leaving from Port of Miami.
Is the airplane included?
No, sir. You have to buy your own ticket.
Oh my
You
goodness.
have to buy your own ticket. But shoot, to Florida is probably usually about a $200 ticket. If you buy it that early next year, probably 150.
Right.
Yep. And you'd be rolling with me. Shoot, we flying out. I got you. You rolling with me. We rolling together. I'd have your room next to mine. So
that's where the party's at.
Yeah, man. Yeah. So yeah, man. Yeah. Pat Montgomery says, not sure if I could go 7 days without Bud. Hey, last time I went cruise, I ain't gonna lie. We got out there on the beach in the Bahamas and we found some weed. It was some brothers out there selling weed. So we had found some weed and shit. The problem was we had bought so much, we were scared to bring it back on the boat. We couldn't smoke it fast enough. And it wasn't nothing but probably about a quarter, but we just couldn't smoke it fast enough. So we snuck that. One of us snuck it back on the boat, and we were smoking that shit on the boat, on the way back to the crib, smoking on the deck. So but yeah, we definitely found weed. Absolutely.
Bahamas, you can definitely find yourself some ganja.
Yeah. Corey said he booked one of the Cloud 9 suite on the ship, and that's one of the top penthouse suites, and it's got a jacuzzi on the balcony.
Oh,
he told me that the other night. I said, "What?
A jacuzzi
on the balcony?
Wow,
shit!
In water, above water, on the water.
Yeah, in water, above water, on the water. Wow. Yeah.
That'd be something.
So yeah, man, the Friends and Family cruise. We haven't even put the title on the cruise yet, but whatever it's called, and Friends and Family is going to be in the title because we do want that to be known that we want friends and family to participate.
The cross-faded friends and family.
Yeah.
They cross-faded in there.
If you have a medical card, Pat, you bring your medical card with you, and you are able to purchase marijuana over there, and you're able to have it with you as well. So I know you're in a legal territory, Pat. Right. So if you have a medical card, you can bring that with you.
He only wants it it's for medicinal purposes, just for medicinal purposes.
Medicinal. So yeah, it's gonna be something stupid. You'll see in the episodes to come how we're gonna, we'll get the flyers done, and then we're gonna be trying to, get people booked and getting all that lined up and etc. So yeah, man, it's coming for sure. All right. Family, Friends and Family cruise coming soon.
So Mississippi must not be able to make. He's not, but
he ain't here tonight.
Yeah,
but I'm gonna tell him too. But shoot, you know, Sip, man, he problem with him.
Yeah.
He want to go. He got about
he got
5, 6, 7 folks that want to go.
He got a contingency.
You tell him, man, do this for yourself, brother.
There you go.
Do it for yourself.
Yeah, him and this lady.
Man, and tell everybody else to go sit on down. Man, boy. All right, y'all. We'll be right back in 2 quick ticks in a New York minute. Stick around.
Ain't no difference for me down the I ain't being right, but I ain't wrong in the wrongest way.
I ain't no devil on that level, but I'm far from a saint. Got blood diamonds on my vessel, cause they said that I can't.
Yo. So we are back. And tonight, I want to talk about something that's kind of been buzzing around the internet when it comes to hip hop. And it's something that's kind of been buzzing all through the industry as well over the years. And it's about being too old to be a rapper. Are you too old to be a rapper? Are you too old even to start a career in hip hop of any kind, an executive career, a career as a producer, any of that? And while we're on that subject, why is that the case? Why is that the case? Why is it like that? So I had a really good interview from a record executive, and I was talking about him earlier. I wasn't able to pull that because it was protected by some kind of block or some kind of whatever it was. So, but what I will do is we'll see if we can get a couple of public opinions, which is something that I could or can dig up and find and apply to the situation. And then I'm going to give you my take on it and my take and opinion and my take and fact on it. So when I was talking about Leor Cohen earlier, Leor Cohen's perspective on rap was, and he actually says this in an interview, was that it's a young man's game, and it is absolutely a place where older rappers are not sought after. They're not signed. They're not pursued by A&Rs and other execs. And as he was sitting with DJ Envy describing this, he basically was talking about, in his perspective, why that was that way, and those were some of the reasons. And then he gave examples like when he signed DMX. DMX was, of course, a young brother at the time, and he was, in his early 20s. And he said in the interview, he says he saw DMX rapping in a cipher in a studio on a microphone, and DMX had just came from getting in a real big fight like a couple of weeks ago, and it was so bad they had broke his jaw, and DMX was in there. He was rapping with wires. He had wires on his teeth, and DMX was rapping like through his teeth like this. And he said when he came in the room and saw DMX rapping, and DMX was obviously the better rapper out of all of them. He said, "Oh, we found the pick of the litter." He looks at Irv Gotti and says, "We have the pick of the litter." And DMX is rapping, and they were saying they could hear the metal coming apart in his teeth because he was just so aggressive, and he was just so into the rhyme, and he knew that Leor and Irv Gotti in the room watching him. This was his chance, his opportunity to impress them to get his deal. So he was rapping, and literally the wires. They said they could hear the wires coming apart in his teeth. So he took time to talk about that and whatever that means for being young, and whatever that may mean for being qualified to get a deal. So he talked about that, and then he goes on to just talk about things that I'll say, because I can't show you the interview. They were things that were more so in the likeness of him as an executive. They were things where he was able to have more control and manipulation over the artist. He, of course, did not use those words, but it was about signing a young artist because it was more subservient to his game plan and to what he looks to do with an artist inside of the record label system. That's right. So what does that say? That says that this record executive wants to stick to signing young people.
Right.
Well, you got to understand, part of his ulterior motives is naivete, dependence upon that artist not being business culturally sound, especially in the music industry.
Sounds like the Colonel Tom Parker way he did Elvis. Took a young naive Elvis and just made him so dependent on himself that Elvis didn't know when he was coming or going.
Yeah.
The Colonel Tom Parker effect is what that is.
Yeah. That's what that sounds like to me.
Yeah.
So I mean, what does that mean? Does that have anything to do with the guy's sound? No. Does that have anything to do with the guy's appearance?
No.
Not necessarily. No.
It's power.
Yeah.
It's the power. The executive wants the power. They want the young kid to have it.
That's what I took.
Mm-hmm.
What he said right there from his interview. That's what I took.
Yeah.
But let's hear from a couple of other folks. That's more. We'll say.
If you're serious about your podcast,
we'll say that or more so lay.
Stop recording
in the business of hip hop and see what people's opinions are on that. And then we'll weigh in on the facts of it. So here we got a young brother, Orlando Lewis. He's got himself a really good page, and he's somebody that's going to give some perspective on being a 40-year-old rapper. And while we're listening to him for a couple of minutes, I'm going to see if there's any way around that executive interview, and if not, if I can find an executive individual in music to get another perspective from the interior of the music industry.
Oh, y'all, man, hey, I promise y'all gonna see me a whole lot more. So we back with another video. This one is a different topic than what I normally do, but ain't no telling what you're gonna expect over here at Real Talk TV, right? So hey, before I get started, y'all know what to do. Hit those like, those subscribe button, and notification. You get asked the question. I always see this being the question. How old is too old to rap? Crazy part about that is we only ask that question when it comes to being a rap. Ask that question when it comes to being a rock musician. We don't ask that question when it comes to being an R&B singer. We don't ask that question when it comes to being a jazz singer, a trumpet player, a dancer, artist. I mean, anything. We only ask that question when it comes to being a rapper. So why is that? Me personally, I'm gonna give you my opinion on, on the whole thing. How can you put a age on creativity? You know what I'm saying? Criss Cross was what? They was 10 years old when they started rapping. If that, they were 10 or something like that. We didn't say they was too young to rap. because they was good. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
So you put
right. I remember hearing that.
age
But you
limit
see
on
performers like that.
Right.
You can't do
They're
that.
more worried about them being exploited.
So a
Yep.
rapper is no different from anybody else that's just displaying their creativity at any age. So why do we put that? You know what I'm saying? That on a
And I
rapper.
love it.
Now we can ask the question of how old is too old to be rapping about certain things. Now you can say that. You know what I'm saying? We can always say that. You know, because I do feel at a certain age in life, you have witnessed and you done seen so much in life, so you shouldn't be rapping about what an 18-year-old rapping about anyway. Like, you know, because you done seen so much. 18-year-old haven't even lived to even see none of this stuff. So it shouldn't be, you shouldn't be following trends at 40 a 40-year-old rapper. You just shouldn't be. You shouldn't be doing that. You know what I'm saying? You should stay in your lane and make great music. You know what I'm saying? For your age bracket, and not meaning that you make it that you can't. You know what I'm saying? Make music that's going to
like JB
even reach the 18-year-olds or whatever, because you know. But you don't have to be trendy to do it. If you look at Nas been killing the game the last few years. You know, he put out King Disease and he put out King Disease, which got him a Grammy. You know, and then he came right back with Black Magic right behind that. And Nas almost 50 years old. What, he 48, something like that, 48, 49. You know, Eminem is almost 50 years old. You know what I'm saying? I think, if I'm not mistaken, Eminem be 50 this year. Last few years, Eminem killing the game. You know what I'm saying? These dudes is old. Busta Rhymes right now, 50 years old, killing the game. Snoop Dogg, 50 years old, killing the game. You see what I'm saying? So we can't, you know, we can't put an age limit on it, because I just named guys 50 years old that's killing the game, and they can out rap any one of these 22, 23-year-old dudes, rap circles around them. So we might need to put that in reverse and say, y'all shouldn't rap till you turn 40.
I wanted to stop right there. I think we've heard enough from that, brother. Give it up for Mr. Orlando Lewis. I appreciate his opinion on that. Before I give my opinion, I want to play another clip from you, from an executive that I was looking for after I watched the Leor Cohen interview. And I was looking specifically for this guy because this guy had a very audacious point to make on why rappers should not be rapping at a certain age. But this is a coincidence finding this guy right here, because we just got through talking about Nas. I just got through telling you how Nas is not only getting, and he just showed you 3 albums that he's dropped in the last couple of years. Those are the Hit Boy albums I was speaking of. I don't know the names and titles of them besides King Disease 1 and 2, but those are the albums that Nas has dropped within the last couple of years with Hit Boy. But here we are talking about Nas's album, I Am the Autobiography, and he's getting ready to release an album that was curated in 1998, 97, 98. 90, oh, it's 99. I'm sorry. In 99. And he's getting ready to drop it now. Okay. So that says a couple of things to me. That says not only is he dropping content he created in the 90s, in the late 2000s, but he's dropping another album again after dropping 3 in the last year to 2 years. I think those 3 albums, I think 2 of them come out in 1 year. So it might be like year and a half, and he's dropped 3 albums, and now he's about to drop a 4th that's like been like a coveted or kind of like a lost albums, like almost a mythological kind of album he's getting ready to drop. If you was a hip hop head, you heard about it, but you never heard it. So he's getting ready to make some waves, and this man is in his 50s. By the way, this gentleman we just got through watching, that video was a year old. So everybody that he named that was like 49, whatever, them guys is 50. He named rappers. What do you say? Busta Rhymes, Eminem, Nas. About 150 years between them three men. 150 years in time, and all of them have 20 some odd years in the game, close to 100 years in experience. And he named Snoop as well. So that's 4, about 200 years. The Snoop been in the game since, come on, 1993. So close over 200 years of experience on Earth, and then over 100 years of rap experience before those 4 gentlemen. And all 4 of them are doing great. All 4 of them not only can release music, but they can be on the cover of some of your products. Snoop Dogg, Corona. Snoop Dogg,
Does he have his own
wine
and marijuana brand too?
Marijuana.
He's got a pot brand.
Yes. Yeah. I'm sorry. Also, Bic Lighters.
Bic
Lighters, of which he shares that campaign with Martha Stewart.
Yeah.
All right. Busta Rhymes, who is on a tear right now because he's got new music coming. Of some of which that was produced with Dr. Dre. I've seen that studio session. And Busta Rhymes has been in the award ceremonies. He got like a Lifetime Achievement Award last month or something like that. I can't think of who gave it to him. So he's plastered all over the place, and he got this really big gaudy chain because he's been wearing it everywhere, and he's getting ready to go on his promotional run for this new album that he's getting ready to drop. We already talked about Nas. Eminem, Eminem, man. I mean, shit, he just got off the Super Bowl stage last year.
Yeah.
Like, Eminem is gonna come and shockwave when he comes. And nobody in hip hop, in my personal opinion, when it comes to sales, I would have to say, when you talking sales, I don't really know of any artist that can kind of stand toe to toe next to Eminem. When you talking Eminem inside of hip hop and sales, you're talking like Taylor Swift's equivalent in hip hop. You talking about stadium status shows. You talking about worldwide shows. You talking about attendance in the 20,000 capacity plus. Okay, stadium venues. All right. We just got through watching how, Moneybagg Yo, they just pulled his tour. We just remember, keep this in mind while we're adding up all these in this equation. They just got through pulling. We were talking about this a couple episodes ago. It was the episode of is hip hop falling off, because that's the episode where it was revealed that there was no hip hop album at #1 for the past for this last year, and that was the first time in 50 years, because hip hop has been #1 since the Sugar Hill Gang. They've literally been #1 on the charts with a single or with an album since the Sugar Hill Gang, and we, for the first time this year, have not had a #1 album in hip hop for the first time in 50 years.
Are they sure with all the streaming services and Spotify that they kind of, because they do it differently, they rate them differently and everything? They go by views, they don't go by units sold or something like that. I kind of think the difference with that, I would think.
That's coming directly from Nielsen SoundScan.
Oh, really?
Those are the guys that count everything.
Count everything, right?
Yeah. That's Nielsen Sound. If you don't know who Nielsen SoundScan is, and you're an artist, shame on you. Go learn who they are and register yourself with them. You need that. You need to know that. You need to know Nielsen SoundScan. You need to know who Polestar is. You need to know who Soundstage is. So you can have all of these things registered, and you're registered with them. And as you grow, it speaks for your work. It speaks for the venues you've performed at, and these are things that are utilized for you to be able to leverage your career for loans, bank loans. Like a bank loan will look at the revenue that you make and then go check Polestar and look at your Polestar portfolio and see your frequency of work. People don't understand that. I bet you didn't even think you could get a loan for your hip hop music, and you can when you have these certain things registered and in order, and then proof of revenue being made. Yeah, and one of them things you need is Nielsen SoundScan. So, but that's what Nielsen SoundScan said last year, and these are the guys that count everything. They count the viewers for TV shows. They count, what radio's doing. They count streams and downloads. These is the buck stop with these guys. So no #1 hip hop album all year, but yet hip hop's 50th comes out and killed it for like a whole 60 days.
Oh yeah, still killing it.
Still killing it. We still talking about hip hop's 50th, and we talking about Melly Mel and all of them. You know what I mean?
Chubb Rock.
Yeah.
Curtis Blow. These guys, it's a rebirth for them because you said earlier that a lot of the guys aren't going after these older guys, but they can come back and get a retro tour.
Yeah.
So this comes back, because what goes around once comes back around again.
Yeah.
Like bell bottoms and hula hoops.
Bell bottoms and hula hoops. Viciously.
Yeah. Viciously.
So now I'm gonna play this exec right here that I really kind of really wanted his opinion to be heard, because I feel like there's a lot in there that I feel like didn't make the best sense, but we'll let you hear it and see what you say. Give me one moment. So yeah, that was a luck of the draw right there, running into that brother. All right, so this guy is an executive, and he's working with a lot of current artists. I can't think of what his name is, but he has a very interesting perspective on this topic. Let's hear it.
Now you have guys that are approaching 30 that are still trying to rap. Rap is a young man's sport. And the reason I say rap is a young man's sport, you got to think about how you are even positioning, marketing, who you're talking to demographic wise. So like, let's say you're 30 years old trying to rap. You're literally trying to talk to an 18-year-old that's in college.
Not true. I disagree.
Depends on what your demographic is. So my thing is like, is really targeting your demographic, right? Understanding who your demographic is. If you're 30 years old trying to rap, we probably live the same type of lifestyle. We probably done the same type of things or experienced the same things at our age. I'm 31.
Yeah.
We probably have done the same exact thing.
Yeah.
So your demographic is probably that 24, 34 age.
Yeah.
Who you're really trying to target. But the reality is now a lot of people that are in that demographic are entering into the business world. They're entering into a family lifestyle. They're getting to a place where they're establishing their career. So they're the people that are going to go out on the weekend. They're going to go to a lounge. Their friend might be celebrating their 30th birthday. They're not looking to find a new artist, discover a new rapper.
Of course not.
So that's my thing being. So now at what point do we tell people it's okay? And especially in our culture, we don't tell them it's okay to pivot.
So he's comparing a fan demographic to a rap demographic that doesn't quite match. He's saying in this breath that your fans are 24 years old, 20 whatever, but you're a 30-year-old rapper trying to reach them. You've lived and done this, you've done that, and I wouldn't be able to find a correlation with you. I'm 31 years old. I wouldn't be able to. You wouldn't be able to cater to those kids down there. So, and I felt like his perspective was. I'm really glad that I found it. There's actually a video that I seen done on him by Curtis King. Shout out to Curtis King, man. He's a super dope influencer. If you've never heard of him, I'll go check his page out. I often do not recommend pages, but I recommend Curtis King strongly. So here's the thing. I'm gonna go to the first guy. Nobody can cap your lightning in a bottle ethic. Nobody can really put a expiration on that. Um, Nobody can really say that you wouldn't be deemed successful because of your age in this industry. It's all a perspective that is with the artist and then with the fanfare. So when you're 30 years old, I seriously doubt if you're making music for 18-year-olds. When you're 30, in between 30 and 40 years old, you have lived a certain level of life where you have accumulated a lot of experiences. And that's what music is about. Music is about life's experiences and levels that you have come across and have achieved or not. And you've put it into music to help individuals that have had your experiences and have had similar ongoings as you. The music is designed to help them through, to help them understand, etc. There's never a point when people stop looking for good music. There's never a point when people don't need understanding, or when people don't need the assistance or guidance from another. So therefore, that rules out what the second gentleman is saying. Secondly, again, this guy is an individual that works in music. This guy goes and signs artists. So this guy, you have to understand, his philosophy is trend heavy. What does that mean? Well, that means that he is focused on a lot of trends, a lot of things uh, that are dominating in the top 10 categories of music, fashion, and popularity. So he's somebody that even when if you look at what he has on, let's put him back on the camera. You look at what he has on. He's got on the uh kind of youthful gear. He's got on the
He looks like Mr. Window.
a bum.
A bum. A Mr. Window.
He don't look like a bum, but he definitely is wearing stuff that
So that street casual.
man, he's wearing stuff that you'll see the kids wearing. You know, I was looking at his shirt and I was trying to see because he had like I feel like he had on like some high socks, some church type of socks. And these kids wear that kind of stuff today. They wear these granddad or these dad kind of shoes. They are real thick, soles.
The old comes back again. See?
Yeah, look at his socks, man. Like, look at his shoes. Look at them big ass bows on them shoes. Look, them is the kind of shoes I'm talking about. Them are those dad shoes. And then look at his socks. His socks is halfway up the shin. That's how them youngsters dress today. And if it isn't that kind of get up, then it's like tight pants, extremely tight. So this guy's 31 and he's dressed. I'm talking about his attire because he's dressed to appeal to a certain crowd because he has to sign artists from this crowd. That's his job, to go and find an 18-year-old and sign him. So another perfect example that I had was a video that we released not too long ago of a brother that was talking to an executive, and he was asking him, do I have to, why do kids gravitate toward that? Why do kids gravitate toward the Gucci belts and gravitate towards the Louis Vuitton and gravitate towards, because it's popular.
Right.
It's in the realm of popularity. It's what people in that age group are wearing. It's what is dominating.
Like back in the days of the hair ball. They have the hair.
Yeah. No, it's fashion.
It's a style.
Fashion forwardness. It's a fad. It's a trend.
It's a trend.
So, but who do you make music for is the question. What is your
Motivation.
not motivation, but what is your audience look like? Your audience should by all rights look like you.
Demographic. Yeah.
Yeah. Like, so if you making music for people that look like you, that live like you. So this also rules out what this gentleman is saying, because think about that. How many people can you look at that are doing what you do in life today? You know, you work at a factory. How many people are your age working at that factory? How many people are driving a Chevy Camaro like you have? How many people are with kids at home like you? You know, there's your demographic. You came through high school in a class of whatever, 1,000 to 2,000 people, right? Most of y'all had the same age. Most of y'all had a lot of the same qualities, GPAs and friends and some more shit. All right, you get to live with that class all the way throughout your days in life. They're gonna have a 10-year, 20-year reunion, 30-year, 40-year reunion.
Yeah.
All of y'all walking through life in the same era, going through a lot of the same situations, circumstances, and experiences. All right. So you're gonna tell me that none of those people qualify to 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 take in something from you, something from somebody else that's like them. None of those people are qualified to fall into the demographics of a musician from their class, from their time. No, you got people that still listen to Luther Vandross today, people that still listen to some of your greatest musicians like DeBarge, Stevie Wonder, yeah, Ray Charles, James Brown, Earth, Wind, and Fire, guys that can perform anywhere at any time and sell out.
Yep.
You gonna tell me that Big Daddy Kane ain't gonna be able to walk into a venue and sell X amount of tickets? He was just in the UK doing a show like last week.
He was just in New York doing a show live at the Apollo, the 50th anniversary of the 50th hip hop. They had Big Daddy Kane in the Apollo.
He was there.
Oh, yeah.
Wow. Look at that.
If you have Sirius XM, they have a channel devoted to the 50th anniversary of all the performers in the Apollo. Everybody bang, back at the back, all the names.
Yeah. Look at that. You know what I'm saying? So what does that say? What you have here is it's a terrible ethic. It's an unfortunate ethic. And only way that I can the best I can describe it is it's a self-prejudice ethic of sorts. And self-prejudice has been a tool that has been put into Black situations and circumstances within the Black culture for many years. Please keep in mind that hip hop is a Black cultural art form. All right. So when you look at history with Black art forms, or just historically Black situations, Black engagements, there's always been by those who were the gatekeepers of it, or those who controlled it, there's always been some kind of hatred or oppression or conflict prescribed to the situation. All right. And that's our history, because it was a design for us to stay away from unified forefronts. They didn't want Black people to unify for many years, and inside of many Americanized situations. All right. So that's why when you go to rock and roll, you know, nobody's talking about Axl Rose being too old to go on tour, even though Axl Rose ain't put out a new song or record probably since the 80s.
Look at the Rolling Stones, the world's greatest band. All of those guys, Mick Jagger.
Look at the Stones. Yeah.
Mick Jagger's in his
70s, 80s.
80s, yeah.
Yeah. And then you could easily say, oh, those are the Stones. It doesn't matter who they are. What matters is that they have a fan demographic to appeal to. They have a fan base, and they've grown it. They've contoured their work to evolve with those fans over the years, and they've remained consistent with the output. So once again, that disputes what this gentleman, the second one, is saying, because it just doesn't add up to being true or effective. What it adds up to being is a self-hatred ethic that's put inside of an industry that's one of the highest grossing musical formats in the world, and still is, even though we don't have a number one this year. Nonetheless, it's the greatest genre right now. Love it or leave it, hate it if you like. That's why you turn on Tide TVs and see Tide commercials where it's hip hop in the background and somebody's mom is rapping while she's putting clothes in the washer. Or you'll see rap infused kids commercials where they're rapping about some cereal or rapping about a new food product for kids. Or shoes. Yeah. It's everywhere. It's wrapped in diaper commercials. What's the new diaper commercial where the kids bubble baby bumper butt, bubble butt, butter butt, butter butter butt. You know what I mean? So yeah, man. Rap is the
and it's international now. It's coming from all over the place. From all the African rap. It's raps from all over the world.
Yeah,
they're rapping. German rap.
Not to mention, like it's rap has now, it's global.
It's global.
It's global.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna tell you this: when you go to them other territories, like you go to Asia, and you listen to rap, they don't give a damn about somebody's age.
Nope.
They bumping the hits, and I'm talking about the hits from back in the day. I went to Europe myself, and when I was in Amsterdam and I was walking the streets past bars, I was hearing Biggie. I was hearing Tony. Fuck me up. I walked past somewhere and heard some Tony.
In Amsterdam.
Yeah, in Amsterdam. I was hearing Biggie like a motherfucker. It was a couple of times I ran into Biggie just strolling down the street.
Yeah.
So, we have put that complex into hip hop music here in America. And it also is a corporate complex incorporated into the music, into hip hop music for the sake of hip hop executives to exploit young Black talent, which is something that has been redundant and has been since the beginning of all of this. I mean, the Sugar Hill Gang, they just performed together for the first time at the 50th hip hop's 50th anniversary, since they hadn't performed in 40 some odd years because they were exploited. A woman that they were signed to owned their name, owned their music. Sylvia Robinson. You had a fake Sugar Hill Gang running around here for 30, 40 something years. It took for almost all of them to die on the fake side for the real group to come back together, because they was just putting guys in the group and using the real guy's name because they didn't own their names, they didn't own their music, so they didn't own any components of it. So they could all right, well, y'all gone, and we're gonna build a new Sugar Hill Gang with 4 other people, and we're gonna use y'all names too. Even though nobody was a soloist, or that was just man, even more spite. That was more of a gut shot to the situation. Y'all can't even go rap and be yourselves with the music that you guys came up with because you don't own it. Exploitation. So they want you young, dumb, full of cum, wanting some. That's what they want.
That's the formula.
So they can go ahead and get you to sign on this dotted line without reading any contents, without understanding the ramifications of this legally binding contract that you're going underneath with this huge company that has farmed talent in the Black community for years. And I say farming because it's almost no different than rearing cattle when you're talking about Black rappers and Black musicians, or picking cotton. The contracts have a slave tonality to them. That's just what it is. In the older contracts, they used to call the masters slaves. The slaves copy. Yeah, that's a fact. The masters used to be referred to as the slave copy, which is the copy that works for the one who holds the ownership, the label. So it's not about age in this game. It's not about being able to appeal to young kids down there. You don't have to appeal to nobody but those that appeal to you. You don't have to grow down. It's on their job down there as fans to grow up. You don't go and seek little kids to take in your craft and to take in your content. You put out content for it to find who wants it, for it to find who it's attracted to. That's what you're making music for, in hip hop and in any genre. So in totality, no, there's no age limit. There's no age limit. And for that, furthermore, you can't really cap an age limit in the realm of entertainment on landscapes of actors, landscapes of singers abroad. You got people like Samuel Jackson that didn't make it until he was in his 40s. Come on, man. Like, dude, there's a host of individuals that didn't see success until they were in their 40s. 2 Chainz doesn't get the deal that he needed in order to be successful until he's like 42, 43. This is 2 Chainz. He got signed previously in a group, and his original name was Titty Boy, by the way. Titty Boy, because that was his name from his neighborhood. And when they whatever happened, dissolved the contract, the contents or the stipulations were that he had to leave some things behind amongst the music. The name was one of them, and Titty Boy was his childhood name, so he couldn't on record and in the legal sense use the name Titty Boy, of which he grew up with, because he was exploited and got a hold of a bad contract that had a deal related to Lil Wayne and Cash Money, and he had to leave his childhood name behind professionally. He couldn't use his childhood name professionally. But guess what? He still ends up going platinum in his 40s. He breaks through and creates the 2 Chainz brand, and it strikes a chord with audiences of all age demographics. I feel like 2 Chainz you can have a little kid listening to 2 Chainz, or you can have, I will listen to 2 Chainz. Yeah. You done heard 2 Chainz on songs with DaBaby. You done heard 2 Chainz on songs with Kanye. So come on, man. Like, look at that demographic and that span. That's the output of an artist that's probably by now, 2 Chainz is probably just at about 45. He might be even older than that, but at least 45 years old. Because when I was doing this research, 2 Chainz was like 43, and this was been a couple years ago. So don't listen to that if you're a musician, if you're an artist, and especially in rap, and people are telling you that you're too old. It's not accurate. It is something that's placed on the backs of artists that are being sought to be manipulated by a system. It's a systematic oppression, and they want to keep that in rotation. What you about to say? Oh, okay. Yeah. So it's unfortunate, so many disenfranchising circumstances come with being Black in this country. But you can absolutely say when it comes to hip hop, there's an abundance of disenfranchisement that goes on. It's one thing to get in the door. Oh, you're too old to get in the door. Oh, you're this, you're that. Oh, you don't look like that. But then you get in the door, and then they want to sexually exploit you. A lot of guys practice that. Guys like Puff Daddy, he has been said to sexually exploit Usher when Usher was 14, 15 years old. He's been said to sexually exploit Justin Bieber. Justin Bieber was brought to Puff by Usher.
One brings another one. It's an vicious cycle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Footnote: Puff used to have this thing called Flavor Camp, and Flavor Camp was, he had kids, he had all these, folks staying out on the property of his, and Puff is known to have these wild parties where he's even had all men parties where men are back there co-mingling, having sex, and doing all kind of stuff. And it's a party that's been known all throughout Hollywood. Cat Williams has spoken about it. 50 Cent has spoken about it. A lot of guys don't participate in Puff's parties because of the homosexual ethic. The not just homosexual ethic, but the down low homosexual ethic, because it's a party that consists of a lot of people that are trying to hide these eccentric behaviors amongst themselves. Yeah, so they want to hide it and they don't want to exploit it. So it's different when it's outward and exploited. Then these are gay guys and they're doing what they do because that's the culture they're part of. But these are guys that use sex as a weapon. These are guys that take and bring in kids so they can exploit them and do other things with them, and they leverage power against them and tell them things like, well, hey, listen, if you want to go platinum or if you want to be a star, and this is just a part of the program. I heard a story even about Christopher Williams. If you know who Christopher Williams is, don't wake me, I'm dreaming. You know that song? Yeah. In walks in the room, inside of Puff's house, a young woman. I can't think of her name, but she has ties to Jaguar Wright. She's a singer or a relative of Jaguar Wright, and she's a singer. And Christopher Williams is on his knees, giving fellatio to Puff when she walks in the room. Big story. Stories traveled far and wide and in between, and all kinds of blogs and whatnot. And Christopher Williams does not stop when she comes in the room. He continues, and Puff continues. And she says she turns and walks out of the room. And upon closing the door, she hears Puff say, yeah, nigga, this is what it takes. You know what I'm saying? So go research that. Go research Jaguar Wright. I can't I can't give you the 100% on what is. You can classify that as hearsay because there's no evidence, there's no pictures, there's no video. It's alleged.
Yeah.
But the thing is, I would say if you got 4 or 5 people saying the same thing, there is some truth to it.
Ain't no smoke without fire.
Yeah, there's no smoke without fire. I couldn't have said it no better than that. So, yeah, and then by the way, this was Christopher Williams before New Jack City. So if you know New Jack City and you know the Christopher Williams brand, the song I just sung, he exploded. Christopher Williams exploded after that. He came from nowhere. That was his first album. He didn't do features. He wasn't a dancer. He didn't come from he wasn't like Usher, nothing, or not even saying Usher, but a guy who had a dancing background and danced, he wasn't like Tank. Tank was a dancer for Aaliyah and Genuine before he was able to come out to the forefront. But no, Christopher Williams was apparently, from what it looks like, is a dude that, you know, sucked another dude's dick and got a hell of an opportunity. As fucked up as that sounds. But that's exploitation. That's what hip hop and the music industry abroad is built on. Everybody that you can imagine has had some form of exploitation, and some of it has been sexually. So it just so happens in hip hop, there's a lot of sexual exploitation, and it's practiced by some of your most notable executives. I've even heard of Russell Simmons being involved. As a matter of fact, his wife has even stated that. Kimora Simmons of the Baby Fat brand. She's even stated that. Probably why they're divorced now. So, but at the end of it all, man, the fact of the matter is you hold your destiny in this. What I'm doing right now, no one controls this. This is all me and Jerome. This is us. You know what I'm saying? And nobody has a say in what we can or can't do. We don't owe anybody anything financially at the end of the month. We are invested in ourselves, and we're pushing a brand forward that has products that we love and know. And we're broadcasting to a community of people that are hungry for information and that love hip hop and love music and love just information from the culture as well abroad. So the problem is people don't want to take this route and they don't want to build on their own. They want help. They want a fast pass. They want a quick ticket to get straight to the top. That means a deal. That means somebody providing you distribution. That means basically somebody else taking your business and pushing it for you. You know, with that, it'll come a price. Just make sure you know what you're paying. So we'll be back in 2 quick ticks, faster than the New York Minute, as my man would testify about that. And stick around. See you in a second. Rappers, producers, hip-hop entertainers, hit up CWK Promotions for any of your management needs. Promotions, booking, studio sessions, feature help, models for your music videos, and much more. Hit up Chris Kleiss with CWK Promotions. Booking from 15 to 30% cheaper. Models, $50 to $500 for your videos. Promotions of any kind. Studio sessions ranging from $35 to $175. And features from $10,000 to $250K. Hit up CWK Promotions now.
I'ma stay fresh with Kicks Casserole. Cop the latest with Kicks Casserole. Nothing less than Kicks Casserole. I'm at my best with Kicks Casserole. I'ma stay fresh with Kicks Casserole. Cop the latest with Kicks Casserole. Nothing less than Kicks Casserole. I'm at my best with Kicks Casserole. Look, nigga, I'm dumb fly. Every time the sun rise, murder classrooms with my fresh since junior high. Fucking up the cafeteria, Columbia 11 highs. Chicks cutting hella eyes while I move with a smooth stride. North Carolina from head to toe. Freshest that you know, and that remains from then on into tomorrow. So I'ma stay getting figures, macking bitches, getting bigger, and fresh from head to toe with Kicks Casserole. Ain't no difference for me down the
but I'm far from a saint. Got blood diamonds on my best friend, cause they said that I can't.
Yo, we are back. I'm getting ready to get out of here. Please make sure that you like, subscribe, and share. Omega Classic Records is the page and the name. Omega, nothing rhymes greater. Shout out to Miss Lisa Montgomery. Shout out to David Lampley for just tuning in. Appreciate y'all. Good to see y'all. Yeah, man. So you're not too old to rap. You're not too old to pursue music career. You just got to be serious if you're older. You got to be direct. You got to understand the business. Know that you are in business if you're a rapper. I meet so many rappers and it's like they're not in business. They can't tell you, anything other than, check this song out. Rappers marketing to other rappers. It's the craziest shit ever. Like other rappers are not going to be your fans. Stop sending, and this is just footnotes to the stuff I'm saying, a trail of footnotes. Stop sending direct messages and sending links to other rappers. That is the dumbest shit you could possibly do. When you look out at a sea of people, and even if you're in the concert, even if you're a concert goer and you're in the crowd, whichever vantage point you've had, if you've been on the stage and you were the artist, or if you were in the crowd, was it ever a bunch of rappers in the crowd coming to the show? Like willingly bought tickets and a whole bunch of rappers is in the crowd to see this rapper? No. So stop marketing to rappers and shit, man. Learn how to market and advertise the right way so that you can find your crowd, so that you can find people that are wanting to hear you, that are wanting to listen to you. That's the bottom line, period. So, if anybody has any questions, I can take a couple of questions real quick before we roll. Because your boy is getting ready to roll. Any questions whatsoever? Don't hesitate to ask. Let's put a little bit of music on while we walking out the Dizzo for Shizzy. Yo. Put the side chain on so when I talk, it'll slow that music down.
It's not just music, it's classics.
What's going on, Miss Lisa? And my man P sending you my address. Bet. Yeah, we got both of the duo, the dynamic duo in here together. The Montgomery team, aka who manifested this, is in the building. Lizzo Thomas says no questions, but ain't nobody gonna tell me I'm too old for anything. Man, well said. I appreciate that. Yeah, don't let anybody tell you that you're too old, man. Most of the time when you hear that, when you hear you're too old, it's usually an industry individual. That's just the fact of the matter. Want to know why industry individuals are some of the biggest assholes in the game? Why they're quick to step on dreams and quick to say, you're not gonna make it, you too old. You know why that's the case? It's the case, from what I've come to discover, it's the case because most of those executives were once musicians. They were once artists. They were once at the low end of the trade. So, when I say low end of the trade, when you're talking about rap music, you're talking about the low end of the trade being the actual rapper or entertainer. They get paid the least. The people at the top get paid the most. So the CEOs, the CFOs, the talent, scouters or A&Rs, all of the people behind the curtain in the executive structure or the executive level of the structure get paid the most. And then there's the rapper at the bottom. The rapper is getting an advance, which is not his money, so that he can get started working and he can utilize that to live while it's like a stipend. The advance, it's utilized for him to pay for stuff that he needs to release his music, and he's also to live off of it for probably the year, if the album is on track for releases and budget releases and more. So he utilizes that money to survive until the album comes out, releases, and then starts to make sales, and then he's able to pay back the recoup effort, which is the advance that he got. And then after that advance is paid back, then we start looking at revenue for the rapper. Everybody else up above, they getting paid every week, they getting paid monthly, they getting paid by the sales of the rapper. The rapper didn't, he still ain't paid back his advance, but the album then sold 500,000 units. The men up there then got paid off of that 500,000 units, selling at $10 a unit, $5 a unit, whatever the price of it is. They didn't make that up there, and then they got him down here wrestling with trying to pay back in advance. So understand the people that talk like that, they're dream killers because their dreams died. Understand that them dudes, they ran for years from a suit and tie. Dudes was scared to death of a suit and tie. Now they stuck in one. And then got the nerve to turn around and talk down on your inspiration. Tell you what you can't do, what you too old for. Listen, the game is full of people like that. Full of people like that. There's lots of gatekeepers, but there's also lots of segues. There's lots of entry points. There's lots of ways to get your shit off and do you and be you. And we're in the greatest time ever as an artist because you can build your own crowd. Problem is, a lot of people don't want to put the work in. They don't want to get off their butts. They don't want to do the grinding and do the back office work. You guys have watched me do this is like episode, if I count the 3 episodes for the back to school situation, this is probably like episode 24 or 25. We didn't have bugs and troubles and all kind of shit damn near every episode. I didn't have to learn, relearn, and re-educate at every curve, at every corner. I don't have the resources that folks who are signed to record labels have. Folks that are brokered in a partnership with a big podcast distributor. I don't have any of that. But I have my crowd that I have built over the years. People that have seen me on stages and appreciate the art form. I have a crowd of people that believe in me. A crowd of people that listen to my music. And a crowd of people that'll come and thank you, will sit down and listen to me talk. And I appreciate that. I've never thought of myself as somebody to listen to outside of rapping. But I found my way into this territory, and I knew that it was something that I had to tap into because where we're going today with music, music is free. When's the last time you bought a whole album? Put it in the comments. When's the last time you literally went and bought an album? Nas is getting ready to drop something that's going to make you go out and buy an album. But when you look at how money spends, how revenue is made in music, people are not buying albums, you guys. Record stores are closing. In my town, yeah, we've had a lot of record stores close. In my town, there's a little place called Karma Records, and they got about 2 locations left. They had 3. They had one that was like on Kentucky, and I didn't realize that was gone until not too long ago. I said, "Damn, that one's gone? Damn." And that's a Karma. So why are record stores closing? Because music is digitally consumed by the majority. And then on top of it, people are not even paying for it. They're paying $9 a month to subscribe to have all the music that they want. Gone are the days when you walk into a record store and pick up a CD and jump in the car and bust it open and start reading the credits and looking inside of the sleeve and seeing who wrote what and who produced what. Gone are the days where, and this is for the folks that are the album buyers a little further back in time. Gone are the days when you could go get an album and get home and rip the plastic and smell that vinyl. I remember how albums smell because I came in at the tail end of albums, and they smelled that just fresh plastic smell. Gone. I remember how tape cassettes smelled when you bust them open and you take the tape and you smell the tape strip in there, the brown tape, and it just had like a soapy plastic smell from what I remember. Got some tapes up there on the wall. You know what I'm saying? So those days are gone, and music consumption is different, and people consume it by the song, and then they're consuming it by streaming. People aren't even downloading like that, you guys. They're streaming. Playlist is the name of the game. You get your song on a popular playlist that's backed by some rap blog like Rap Caviar or some record label that's backing a playlist and driving it, advertising it to people because it has Drake all over it or whoever else in the top 10 all over it. Yeah, that's how music is being consumed. So when's the last time you went and bought a CD at the store? When's the last time you went and bought a record at the store? You probably 9 times out of 10 don't remember because you don't have to no more. Nonetheless, that still doesn't mean that you can't do this. That still doesn't put you in an odd predicament. That still doesn't speak for the slighted record executive opinion of being too old to be a rapper. You're going to be too old for what you think you're too old for. If you think you can't do it, then you ain't going to do it. That's on you. If you can do it and you make it happen, you're going to inspire. You're going to motivate. And you're going to create success. It's just that simple. Your best rappers in hip hop right now are in their late 40s and 50s. Rappers in the top 10 can't even fill venues right now. They snatching tours from underneath them. Can't even put butts in seats. But they're real popular, though, on social media. Don't be fooled, you guys. Don't be fooled, not a lick. On a final note, to Sexy Red, if you don't know who that is, Sexy Red is a female rapper that is starting to come into emergence of popularity, and she's coming into popularity. She's an emerging talent, an emerging rap superstar, and she was recently, over the past day or two ago, she was exploited by maybe the man that she was with in the video, or possibly her record label. Who knows? But nonetheless, she was. You can find a video of her having sex right now. You'll find clips on sites like YouTube and Instagram as well. Especially if you look at some of those blog sites, they got pictures and all of that. And she's just heartbroken right now. She's saying how, you know, she never meant for that to happen. She never would have done that. She has no reason to do that. But nonetheless, she taped herself. She never says that she was taped without permission. And she taped herself, and now it's all over the internet. This is what those artists and their labels prefer for them to do. Today's artist is working in a sense of garnering attention. I come from a time when artists garnered attention by spitting some of the hardest verses that you ever heard. Verses that you live by, that you took bars out of and you applied to your own life and yourself. What Jay-Z say? I'm from the streets where the hood will swallow on you. Bullets will follow on you. There's so much coke that you could run a slalom. And cops comb this shit top to bottom. They say that we all prone to violence, but it's home sweet home, where personalities clash and chrome meets chrome. Coke prices is up and down like it's Wall Street, Holmes. But this is worse than the Dow Jones. Your brains are now blown all over that brown brome. One slip, you are now gone. Welcome to hell, where you are welcome to sell. Those are lyrics of a man who traveled a criminal's journey, dealing cocaine to survive in a neighborhood where his constituents died on a nightly basis. Music made to help you navigate your struggles if you came from the same place or a place like it. That's why it remains classic music. Today's music does not maintain the same momentum, the same meaning. Today's music is designed differently, because attention is the name of the game. So find your fans, release your products, and man, keep grinding, because it's all on you at the end of the day. And no record label, no record executive, no A&R, no songwriter turned executive, nobody can tell you different. It's up to you. It really truly is. And don't be fooled just because I haven't reached platinum or gold yet. Don't think that I'm not getting there. I know how to get there because I've studied the game and I know what it takes. And make sure that you stay on this ship so you can be a part of witnessing when those accolades come under my umbrella. It's just work, you guys, at the end of the day. Work is research. Work is craft work, continuing what you're doing with your craft. And work is giving love back to your fans, you know? Oops. Pat, that was your pocket pharmacy that just hit the floor, but it's all right, I assure you. That's work. And I love those who love me, and I'm going to continue to do that. I'm going to do that until I get to a point where a record label says, hey, can we throw some gasoline on your fire? And if I tell them, yeah, it's going to be because I want you to, and this is how I want you to do it. Until then, we're going to do it ourselves, because that's what we've been doing. And that's facts. So, with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for coming out. I appreciate you guys tuning in. I appreciate you guys showing the love you've shown. Please make sure that you like, subscribe, and share. Omega Classic Records is the page and the name. They're playing the music. That's my cue. I'm getting ready to have to get on out of here. That's them telling me to roll. That's Lizzo and them telling me to, I'm in, time for you to roll. Let's roll. You know what I mean? So, you're not too old. And if you let yourself think it, you'll be too old. So it's the bottom line. All right, man. Thank y'all for watching. Thank y'all for listening. Tune in Monday for the giveaway because it's going down. All my people in here that signed up for the giveaway, we are just a few days away from the glory point. All right. I want to see kids playing with these Barbies. I want you to take a picture of your kid playing with this Barbie. I want to see your daughter wearing these right here, or your girl, because these will fit a woman right here. These, you know, women wear these kind of sizes. You know what I mean? Bruh, I want to see you wearing these Pharrells. You know what I mean? With your college bag and with all your, you know, all your stationaries and all that. I want to see, you know, you guys flexing in your stuff. And I want to tell you thank you for participating, and thank you for showing up. All right, we got another one down, and it's time for us to roll. God bless. Good night. See you Monday. It's Crossfaded. Peace.
Crossfaded, 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 crossfaded. Bad they never made it. Bad so now they hating. They bad for how they played it. I'm just trying to make it, trying to hold my placement. Thanking God for the graces, watching for changing faces. Crossfaded, this is special occasion. Subjects hotter than Cajun, Adulaide and Mason. Crossfaded, I'm just a duck in the pond. Shout out to Dorian, my reign has just begun. I be crossfaded, 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 crossfaded,
guys. And notice
crossfaded, 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 crossfaded. Well, you ready? Let's start the show.